from the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, another summer-like day across Acadiana. Here we are a couple of days into fall, and temperatures haven't been budging out of the 90s yet. And there's not much promise in the 10-day forecast, but it's going to feel better at night going into next week. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Let's take a look, though. We got us a drone shot today. Beautiful day out there with sunshine and clouds, and those cumulus clouds building up late this afternoon. And you can see some darker bases. That's usually a sign that the cloud is not only building up, but has some moisture in it. And here are the darker bases that you see. Here's a little bit of a cumulus congestus cloud, not quite a cumulonimbus cloud, but probably producing some light sprinkles. And there you have more development. And the key is to look at the cauliflower top on these cumulus clouds. If they're very sharp and they seem to be growing up pretty quickly, they're going to turn into a thunderstorm. That's kind of one of the observer's keys that you look for, and then kind of a mixture of clouds out there as well. So let's kick it upstairs, take a look at the water vaporimetry, and basically we're under the influence of a little bit of an upper level trough. You can see overall relatively dry air in the area, but we have some instability, some cooler air aloft with that drier air, and with daytime heating, we're getting enough instability to produce scattered showers and a few thunderstorms across the Gulf Coast. It's wetter as you go farther to the east, especially with that upper level and surface trough. That's where it's going to continue to stay wet. And locally, again, a few showers and thunderstorms, mainly from the upper Texas coast all the way over to the Florida Panhandle. And let's dial into Power Doppler 3, Acadiana's Doppler radar here. And we see scattered activity, western portions of the area, offshore, and kind of a mishmash as we get into central portions of Acadiana. Let's back it up over the last 6 hours. We can see the activity dropping mainly from the northeast and moving to the southwest. And we have some pretty hefty cells showing up in Calcasieu Parish, mainly south of I-10. Looks like they're beginning to weaken south of Corliss, certainly south of the Lake Charles, right by the airport here, and moving to the south. And then scattered activity as we get into Jeff Davis Parish, south of I-10 by the Lake Arthur area, over to, we'll say, the Lions Point area. And then moving farther to the east, some thunder shower activity by Abbeville, but dropping away to the south toward Perry. And then we have outflow boundaries. Those are boundaries, breaths of air that come out of the thunder showers when they dump the rain. We have one moving out of from Abbeville, another one coming in from the basin, another one coming down from the south, and that's where you can see showers and additional activity developing. So a little stormy near Opelousas and just to the northwest of Port Barry, and then scattered activity as we get out into the basin. We'll keep an eye on this activity. Looks like it's already beginning to diminish, but we'll go with rain chances at about 40% for the balance of the afternoon into the evening hours, and then things will quiet down after 8. You can see on the other side of that upper trough, lots of deep tropical moisture moving from the Caribbean all the way through Florida, and this pattern is going to stick around. We don't see any tropical development here. The only real game in town is Tropical Storm Philippe, and you can see that's barely hanging on most of the convection northeast of the center of circulation. And then we have a low pressure system that's following it. That looks to develop over the next couple of days, 80% next 2 days, 90% over the next week. So we think this will become a depression tomorrow or shortly thereafter, and eventually become Tropical Storm Rena. That's that system right there. And then you have Philippe. So Philippe is going to die somewhere near the Caribbean. The other system looks to stay an Atlantic system. So no concerns for our part of the Gulf of Mexico, and that is certainly good news. And I see no issues, at least through mid-October. No promises yet for mid to late October, but by late October, it's just about over. So showers diminishing early this evening, but activity up until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Then tomorrow morning, we start out in the low to mid 70s once again, back into the mid 90s. That feels like temperature right near 100. And you can see just a few afternoon showers or storms. We'll go with rain chance at about 20%. Tomorrow we could bust in either direction. We'll see how that goes. 70s again as we head into Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. Fewer storms and drier conditions across the board. So temperatures tonight dropping down into the mid 70s. Could see upper 60s off to the north, and then tomorrow well into the mid 90s with that heat index up there. And with calm winds tonight, and there's some signals that there's going to be some patchy fog developing tonight. We don't think it's going to be too thick, but that's a little bit of a change. Nice to dust off the fog graphic here. So maybe some light fog first thing in the morning, but it shouldn't be a major travel issue. So a few isolated showers or storms early, fair skies, a waxing harvest moon out there. It'll be full come Friday, patchy fog toward daybreak as we mentioned. Then for tomorrow, again, summer hanging on, temperatures topping out in the mid-90s under mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy skies in the afternoon, and you can see a few dark clouds coming in and maybe a sprinkle or a rumble of thunder or two late in the day for some of us. As we move forward, temperatures in the mid-90s into the weekend. But as we get into next week, we stay in the 90s, but look at those overnight lows dipping down into the mid to upper 60s. So some good looking mornings and late nights ahead. And when we're talking 67 in Lafayette, that means 62 or 63 Opelousasville Platte. So some better nighttime weather. We're getting there. But
now let's work on the afternoon.
Right. Can't get the afternoon straightened out.
We'll get it. All right.
Right.
Thanks, Rob.